Hi everyone, now I'm working on quite a few different patterns at the moment, filling my box with some basically 2 or 3 patterns. This one, these are, I'll give you an idea, these are quite simple patterns to tie. Yeah, obviously a Caddis fly, if you want to call it a mayfly pattern, but also this will represent an egg-laying Caddis. You'll be able to use this pattern for them. So basically this is the adult or the standard wing that would sit in the water. This is the egg-laying version. But it's also very versatile. Gives the impression of Caddis, even this. Because I mean recently I was tying or fishing these. I'll show you the fly I've got at my desk. This was the fly I was fishing and in the recent video. And it's just a wee compara done or a sparkle done if you want to call it. It's got the same type of tail, same type of fibre. This is the ultra dry yarn from Full and Mill. And colour combinations, I mean lots of colours. I mean here, I've got here, even tie them in black, do them in black. So you can tie them in all different colours. This one's got quite a long shuck, trailing shuck on it. I like to have them reasonably long at first and then I can trim them back. I do that on the water in 3 sizes mainly. I tie these. Excuse me. This one here is just a brown Caddis, cinnamon and brown. I'll tie both of those flies to let you see them. They're tied they're just slightly different, but I'll show you how to do it. It's very easy. So thread I'm using is a rusty brown, just to go with the colour of the fly. Hook choice, I like a wide gape hook. As you've probably seen me use it many times. This is a Czech Nymph, in this case size 16. It's a barbless hook. I like tying dry flies on this and emergers and all sorts, as well as nymphs. Now, I'm just going to run my wax through it first. Oops. Just gives you a wee bit extra grip. Now, as I say, there's 2 or 3 ways to do it. I'll tie it as the done first. Now, take your thread about halfway down, come back up. Now you want about, for both of them you need a reasonable sort of close to a thorax length from the eye. Now, about with this style here, you tie the deer hair in first, whereas in the other style you tie it in last. So you tie the deer hair in first. So I'm just using this as a roe deer. This is I got this patch from F&F. This is a light roe deer. They do it different. I mean, it's natural colours. They select the deer hair, and they have the light, medium, and sort of dark, which is good. So I'm going to stack it. Take it away from the stacker. The length of the wing, basically around about the hook length, just slightly more. It's up to yourself. So what I normally do is I just come round with a couple of turns over the front of the eye, slowly tighten up, 2 or 3 turns more. Just encourage it to sit forward, so you don't catch any of the fibres. You will catch the odd one. Who doesn't? So then when I come to the back, then I come down 2 or 3 wide turns. And then I just basically come up through making sure it's secure, and then I can actually break this off. It's just the tightness of the thread will do that, and obviously it's been waxed. Now what I'm going to do here, I like it to control the deer a wee bit, so what I do is lift it up and I kind of post it, if you want to call it, just come underneath 2 or 3 turns and then post the deer here. Now for basically the trailing shuck and part of the wing, I'm using the ultra dry yarn. Now the one I'm using, try to find the packet, is this one. Maybe that that's parapost. I picked up the wrong one, sorry. That's another one I'm using. It's this one, the ultra dry yarn. in Mahogany. It's this kind of nice brown colour. You only need a single strand. Now you can double up on it if you want in the bigger sizes. So you just fold it over, or you can 2 lengths and fold it over. And you can thicken the wing up. It's up to yourself. You can have a single length. It just depends on much. If you prefer more deer hair, then you don't need as much. But see, when you put it on, what you try and do is just sort of flare it so it mixes into the deer hair. And then when you start to work towards the back, make sure you do wax your thread. Keep it reasonably tight. And I usually like to come under it and then turn on top. The length of the trailing shuck is up to yourself. Actually, I like to put a reasonable length in. Now for the wrap, or for the rib, sorry, I'm using this Uni-Mylar clear. You can see there, number 14. It's just a clear wrap. I do have some on my desk. It's a kind of medium width. Now you can stretch it. When you're tying the smaller ones, you've got to do it. Stretch it and reduce it by about half. So we just catch this in. Got a fibre there, I think. Screw this in, make sure the rib's not going to move. Now the body is up to yourself. Lots of colours you could use. A good colour combination is I've got a nice light yellow CDC. I've got hare's fur from the body fur. They're a bit of UV blended through that. I mean, I blend a lot of my own dubbins, but you can use any good dry fly dubbin will do it. Or any good Caddis, if you're obviously representing Caddis. Your favourite Caddis fly, or get dubbin for your Caddis flies. It's quite a thick body in the Caddis, so don't be shy with it. Take it up to the back of the wing. Leave a space to tie it in. You want to tie the rib off at the back of the wing. Now to colour it, I'm just using a permanent marker. This one here. Just a basic permanent marker, in this case obviously brown. The underside, the side that touches the fly, that's where I normally like to colour it. So when you bring that over, you'll see that the side I've actually put the pen on touches the body. So then we work our way up, get a nice Caddis colour. Yellow body is very good as well. You want a creamy yellow, works really well. But you want to mix your favourite Caddis puff flies patterns, just tie it in this style. I'm going to go back to the same dubbin. Slightly dub it on. I think I'm a bit too much there. But we just tidy the area up at the back of the wing. And then we lift our wing up. Now, I usually like just to build up the head area. Just don't be shy with the dubbing. Anything going forward, try and use the thread to sort of throw it back. Then, I'm going to varnish on my thread. It's a wee bit too much. And then wet finish. Away. Now this is what I like to do. I like to really rough it up, especially the thorax area. Rough up the wing so it's ready to go. And there we are. So basically that would be my egg-laying Caddis. So it's a nice pattern. I mean, it's a good style. As I say, be willing to sort of mess about with the tail. I find that usually not too bad, that works. The fly stitch, you get a nice open gape and a nice wide gape. Now to tie the Caddis fly, I mean, I'm using the same materials, just, as I say, just change the colours. You got a favourite mayfly, olive, Caddis, just tie it like these. Have these two patterns in your box, or two styles. So what I'm going to do here is, again, make sure I've got some thread on the hook. Come up, you want a good, well, in line with the point of the hook in this case. Same hook I'm using. I've got my underwing, which is the Mahogany ultra dry yarn. Scratch a length facing forward, just check you've got plenty of room, yep. Just work your way towards the back of the hook. Again, you could double up in this, thicken it for the faster water. Just trim it. This one is just slightly shorter. You want enough on there so that you can trim the underwing. So make sure you've got plenty there. As I say, you can double up on the ultra dry yarn. This is just quite a thinner version. Pull this in so it's secure. Now you could just do it at this point, just colour it up. I'm not doing very good at this now. Same dubbing. You want this for the thorax as well, the same mix. Lay my rib out the road. Slide it up, get it started, and then you can actually form your body. Just work up to the yarn, take away the excess. While you rub the body, I usually only get about 4 turns or so, this size. And you don't want to tie on this, you just lay it out of the way. Scratch in your rib, screw it in. I usually like to brush this back, just open it out. Just roll it then. Just you can come over the top and slightly trim it. So it's the same length as the tail. And then we get our deer hair again, same deer hair. This time I'm not going to stack it, I'm just going to sort of pull it out 90 degrees from the skin. So line it up. It could be, and you don't have to use roe deer, I mean obviously elk is one of the very popular deer hairs that you could use for doing these type of caddis flies. So there's my wing length there. So trim away the excess. Again, make sure you've got wax on your thread. It's on the top, come round, pull nice and tight. Just work your thread through these cut ends. Now just check where you are. I'm just rolling the fibre in so it mixes. Wing's sitting nice. Now what I like to do is, my thread's up at the eye, so just slightly less than the head length away. I'm going to use some Coq de Leon fibre here for horns. This is a fiery ginger from Whiting. And don't be shy with the fibres, I like to put a few on. You don't have to do this. I like it. So make sure they're secure. Check the length, that's fine. Trim away the excess. Go back to my dubbing. Now you could spin the dubbing on, you could do a lot of things, put it in a wee dubbing loop or split the thread. But I'm going to put it on loose. And I'm going to work up towards the wing. Meaning loose, I mean try and keep my fingers out of the way. And so I've got it started at the top and I'm spinning it at the bottom. If you've got a well mixed fibre it should spin on. Just work your way up. And then you'll have to keep enough on to come back through. Get to the front here, there's your space. Your kind of half head length or so, or even a wee head length. And then what you want to do is just varnish your thread. And go to finish. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And again, you could leave it the way it is. It's looking quite good actually at the moment, but again I like to bring out some of the dubbing. Dubbing helps to float the fly. See if There you go. Nice wee caddis fly. You could trim underneath here. Oh, I'm keeping it there. I'm quite happy with the shape. It's no overdone. It's a nice caddis. And where's that one I tied? There we are. So there's the two. So that's the egg laying caddis, and that's an adult. Well, that's an adult as well. Or emerging caddis, even kind of if the caddis are coming off. This would be a good pattern to use, as well as using it as a dun, as a standard sort of mayfly type pattern. It's perfect. Such a good style, good pattern. Works extremely well. And colour combinations is up to yourself, as I say. There's lots of colours. When I was catching on it, the olives were coming off, so I was using this one here, tying different sizes. Same way, easy. Use what deer hair you have, what you like to use for your comparaduns or even your caddis. That will work. So it's a good style, it's easy to tie. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, thanks for watching.